So you've got engaged. Congratulations, by the way. Now the plans are in full swing for your wedding day. But where do you start? You start with a wedding venue. But there are so many things to think about when choosing your wedding venue. Location is, of course, one of them. Are there any restrictions on guest numbers? What do you get in a package? I am here today with a special guest to help give you some great information on choosing your wedding venue and getting the most out of it. So let's go and find out. Hello and welcome to Ahuvi Wedding Photography. My name is Jonathan Lockwood and I am here to help you make the most of your wedding. Now, I am here in the heart of Wiltshire at an absolutely stunning location for wedding venues. And today we are going to be talking about wedding venues. And with me is Pippa, who is the manager of this beautiful venue, which is called the Manor Estate. Pippa, good morning.
Morning, morning.
Lovely to have you with me.
No, absolute pleasure.
And you're going to be giving us some tips on how we can find the right venue, what we need to bear in mind when we're booking a venue, and perhaps I will share some insights from a photographer's perspective.
Yeah, that'd be very helpful.
Yes. So Pippa, where exactly is the Manor Estate located in Wiltshire, and what do you offer couples?
Fab. So we are basically in the centre of Wiltshire, I would say. So we're just south of Salisbury Plain, about 5 minutes drive to Stonehenge. So we offer couples typically a 3-day wedding hire of the venue. So they get to set up the day before, they've got their wedding day, and then they've got the morning to sort of down tools and take away all the decorations and all
so they
that.
actually get some time to properly prepare, not being rushed and things. That's good.
Yeah,
that's nice. Do you actually provide accommodation for the
yes,
the bride?
So at the moment we've got 3 bedrooms within the main house, but we're hoping to expand that quite soon. So exciting things to come.
Okay, excellent, good stuff. So as a photographer, I have shot at numerous wedding venues, and one thing that I like to do is to go and visit those venues beforehand so that I can do what's called a recce of that location. Now what I mean by that is that I will come and look at the various areas of a venue and think, what is a good spot to do photographs? Where is the light so that I can make the most of that light? I would also chat with the managers and the staff of that venue, because sometimes they've got great ideas of where photos can be taken, and they can give little bits of advice as well. And they also can give an idea of any restrictions. And this is something that I would say, do bear in mind. What are the restrictions of your chosen venue? Do they restrict a photographer to a specific spot for the ceremony because they don't want them moving around? And it is wise to be as considerate as possible to a venue when you are having your wedding there, because they will do so many weddings. They need to keep their venue looking good and not being trampled by loads of guests coming in and walking into areas that they shouldn't be going. Now, I have shot here at the Manor Estate previously and have been able to work with Pippa to make sure I can get the best shots for that couple. Pippa, you have been doing weddings here for a number of years. Are there any tips you can give our couples on picking a venue and the things that perhaps they need to think about when they're doing that?
Yeah, I would say probably got a good top 4.
Great.
So time, I would say, is one of my most important ones. So that's in terms of access. So make sure that you've got enough access to the venue throughout your planning, but also during the wedding. So we offer typically a 3-day access. So you've got enough time the day before, you've got enough time on the day, you've got enough time the day after. So you're not feeling like that one wedding day is just rushed. And it's all gone in a flash. And also time in that you want to be able to have a connection and a contact throughout your wedding planning process. Don't feel that you're being a burden almost to the wedding venue manager, and make sure that there is always one person that you speak to throughout the process, because typically you haven't done it before. you don't know the ins and outs, you want to ask those little questions, and you
Yeah.
want to get a response relatively quickly
Yes.
to get on with the next bit of your
Yes.
planning. So, because there's lots of little things you've got to think about.
Yeah.
So yeah, time is probably my biggest thing.
Okay.
And
Does that mean coming to actually visit the venue as well?
Yes.
So previously, before those 3 days.
Yeah,
and
I
having
understand.
The chance to
So
see.
we're quite lucky. So we don't do hundreds and hundreds of weddings where
Yeah.
we then don't even have the time to
Yes.
see people. But I think it's lovely to come back as many times as you possibly
Yes.
can, just to measure up little things
Yeah.
and just have a chat and feel that
Yeah.
you do know the people that the place you're getting married. I think it's nice to have that personal feel.
Good. Yeah.
But I get that all venues can't do that.
No, that's true. Yeah.
They don't have the time. Where I've got a bit more.
I mean,
of a
I know
luxury of
some
time.
wedding venues where they literally are doing a wedding every single day.
Yeah, viewings, initial
Just
viewings are hard enough, let alone
crazy,
second and
yes.
third viewings.
That's
so
it. So actually
it's,
having the time to be able to come, set up, prepare, make sure everything's nice, not
Yeah,
being
I
rushed
think
on
that's
the
really
morning
important.
of the wedding as well,
exactly.
isn't it?
You're doing your hair then and your makeup.
Exactly. You can relax, chill, and just take it easy.
Yeah, exactly. Got it all done the
Brilliant.
day before.
Good.
Next one.
Yes, indeed.
So my next one would be try and chat to suppliers, not suppliers that are contracted with the venue,
Okay.
but see if you can get an idea from suppliers of what the venue's like.
Right.
Because they will give you a very honest opinion
Yes.
of what that venue's like. Whereas a bride and groom or someone who's affiliated with the venue is always going to give you a very, very positive view, whereas suppliers kind of see the ins and outs of what goes on. I'm sure you do.
That is very true. Oh, goodness, yeah. And in fact, actually, there are some venues that, in all honesty, I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah.
Purely because of the way that they treat suppliers, and sometimes even the couples and the
on the
families
day.
and things. It's
Yes.
just shocking.
Yeah.
So actually, yes, so I would give an honest opinion.
Yeah.
And even the ones that are good, I would say, perhaps these are the things that you need to think about and bear in mind. This is perhaps a restriction that they have.
Yeah.
Just so that they're well informed.
Yeah, definitely.
But I do remember doing a wedding at a golf club in Kent. And golf clubs are lovely. Majority of them are good, but there are some who are so restrictive. They won't let you anywhere near the golf course.
Oh no.
And all they want you to do is stay in a room and perhaps have this tiny little patch of grass just outside to do all your group photos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every single photo is exactly the same.
Exactly.
Just different
Oh,
people.
no, it's just terrible.
Yeah.
And it's highly restrictive. So yeah, it can be tough.
Yeah, and that sort of leads on to my next one, which would be staffing and the running of the day.
Right.
So again, as a wedding coordinator, I guess you'd call me, I'm there from the very beginning to the very, very end. I don't go
Right.
home at, say, 10 o'clock and then everything gets let loose. So I think it's interesting. It'd be good to know what staff you've got
Yeah.
and for how long and what their roles are.
Right.
So we're very keen on the kind of glass clearing and making sure everything's tidy, because I think,
Yeah.
again, people respect it more if it's
Yes.
constantly tidy, and they just know it's a nicer venue.
That's true.
Because you've got clean toilets.
Yes.
You haven't got empty glasses everywhere, scattered everywhere, and you're looked after constantly,
Yeah.
rather than feeling like it's all just gone. At 10 o'clock, everything's just gone wild.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Which it
I
generally
think that's
tends to
important.
do anyway with the party guests getting drunk, but
Exactly.
it happens.
You don't
But
need
yeah.
to add to it.
No, exactly. Yes. Yeah. And actually, it's funny because I always think that suppliers can really help the day flow well.
Yeah.
And that's the same with staff, isn't it? In that actually the staff and suppliers, if they have a bad attitude or are just not
it's
helpful,
Yeah.
it can really bring down the atmosphere of the day.
Definitely.
And I always like to try and make sure that couples and the guests feel welcome, that they're relaxed, they're able to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because when everyone enjoys it and does their job well,
Oh, it's an amazing day.
that's it. It's
Yeah.
so memorable. And
No,
then you get the reviews coming back saying, this venue was fantastic.
Yeah, you went over and above.
That's it. And it just makes a difference.
Yeah. Oh,
and people
definitely.
then
And then
will
you
come
remember your
back.
day.
That's it. Yeah.
For the best reasons.
That is it. Yes, for the best reasons. Good.
And then my final one would just be make sure you know what's included. So every venue, it's so hard for couples, every venue offers something different. So some venues will literally just give you the keys. And that might be great for some couples who are excellent party planners and want to do everything separately and on their own, absolutely fine. But a lot of people haven't done it before.
Yeah.
And it's a daunting one. There's a lot to think about.
Oh, there is.
So we offer your glassware, your tables, your chairs, your bar staff, wedding coordinator. We include your ceremony. We don't add VAT on the end as a big surprise for couples. There's so many things that we include, and the drinks package, and so then you really just have to think about caterers and bit of music and all the other fun bits, rather than trying to think, oh gosh, how many glasses do I need to hire, and just all those other bit more boring things. It's just nicer, I think, if it's all included, but then it's personal preference. So
can couples tailor some of that with you as well?
Yes. Yeah, I like to be as flexible as possible.
Oh, that's good.
So that they can actually feel like it's theirs. They're not just ticking off a template that we do for every single wedding. Every wedding's different here, which is really nice.
Good.
Makes it more fun for us as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, good stuff. Is there anything else that you would like to say to our couples that that you think would be...
I think just enjoy the process. Because as I said before, the day goes so quickly. Enjoy the process. Do the food tasting. Do the
oh yeah, that's one of the best bits.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy all those bits. Come and see the venue as many times as you can and get to know us and things like that. I just think, just enjoy it. It's a great day. It's a great day.
Oh, good. Now, one of the actual benefits that you've got is when couples are quite a distance away and can't always come and view the venue.
Yes.
You've got on your website a virtual tour, haven't you?
Very good virtual tour.
You can go into that and look around the building, the grounds, and get an idea of what the venue's like.
I absolutely love that, and especially with lockdown, but even up until sort of final meetings and things like that, other caterers have been so busy with weddings that I've done a lot of final meetings where so I can guide the virtual tour, we can see each other, so it's a bit like that sort of Zoom sort of feel, but I can guide them through the barn as well, so, and the caterers and everyone, so we're completely all singing off the same hymn sheet at the end of it. But yeah, very, very helpful.
Well, there you go. Well, if you're looking for the perfect venue, then I most certainly can recommend the Manor Estate. Just 5 minutes from Stonehenge as well, so it's a beautiful location just outside of Salisbury in Wiltshire. So we just want to wish you all the very best in your wedding planning. If this video has been helpful, please do like, and if you would like to learn some more tips and helpful hints, please subscribe to this channel and look back at some of the other videos that we've got. We've got things like how to tie a bow tie, how to pick your wedding photographer. There's so much stuff there. We want to give you all our best for your wedding. We hope you have a fantastic day and a wonderful marriage in the future as well. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.